Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Grampy here. I'm in our single player world, Road to Logic, and I'm standing on top of our villager trading castle to get a perspective of our sheep farm, our wool farm. And that's where it's going to be down there. I just made an outline. I made the outline of the overall size and scope. Just to kind of see if this placement is good. And I'm thinking I was thinking maybe I would push it back farther. You know, I'd cleared out and leveled off all of this space out here. But anyway, I think I'll leave it. I think I am going to leave it here. And we might do something out here like farmy type looking stuff, like maybe a wheat field or something. So we're ready to make a start on this thing. In addition to clearing off this land and building this little outline, I've been busy collecting some resources, and I think if we have everything we need now, I need to take a little inventory and compare it to the version of this farm that I built previously. I need red terracotta and red concrete, and I didn't have either of those things, so I had to go find a a badlands biome. Anyway, guys, let me get a little organized here, and I'll be back in a flash, and we will make a start on this thing. Okay, guys, we're back, and we're getting ready to. We've built up a couple of the cells of the actual farm, and we're getting ready to wrangle a sheep or two in here. So I thought I'd just record this because I'm sure there's going to be derpiness happening. I hope this sheep doesn't get goofy and jump off of here. But hopefully he'll just follow us, and we're going to put him right in that cell right there, if we can get him in there. Great. Come on. Now we're going to push him in. There. There's going to be a hopper pointing down, and then a dispenser. I think we can place it from here properly. Yeah, a dispenser facing down. And so that's, and then we're going to have we're going to have mine carts that carry shears in and into those. Into that dispenser and hoppers. But well, let's see what we have here first. We'll kind of go over this after I get another sheep in here, but I might try this strategy like we do with the like we did with the zombies. See if we can get him to follow us right here. And then just break that block. Let's try it. Probably still won't fall in there. We'll dye him when we get him in there better. Come on out. Somebody come out. There we go. This is one of the best parts of the game, how these mobs, you know, behave and how you can do stuff with them, I think. Come on. Come farther. Well, that worked. That was pure luck. So we need a hopper and then a dispenser. Is that facing down? Yes, it is. Okay, guys, I cleared away all the temporary blocks and stuff so we can take a look at this thing a little easier. And let's just, so I built out obviously 2 of the cells. And so each cell for each color of wool is going to have 3 double chests for storage. The sheep are standing on, obviously, a block of grass. Let's get up where we can see something. So they're standing on a block of grass, and I've color-coded the glass blocks around them, and I put a block of the correct color of wool in front of them so you can see what colors. And then we've got as much grass around it as we can get in order to help it spread faster. And I see a flaw in my design. I thought it would be cool to use tinted glass here, but I think that was a mistake, because I don't think grass will grow under tinted glass because it doesn't let any light in or something. That may be wrong, but I see the grass is growing under that one and it's not under this one. So we may have a problem with the tinted glass. And the rate of this farm is very dependent on how fast we can get that grass to respread right there. So as the sheep, as that grass regens like it just did, that sheep is going to eat it like he is right now. And then this mechanism, there's actually an observer underneath that glowstone that's looking at the grass block that he's standing on, and whenever it changes state, it'll send a pulse to this block, which powers this redstone, which is observed by this observer, and powers it upward through that ice block and into that note block. Now the ice block is only there because we're gonna create a chime every time a piece of wool is harvested, or also kind of the flaw in this is that it'll also chime whenever the grass block changes. But anyway, that note block will fire, which will be observed by that observer, which will power that dispenser through this, I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of an indirect, powering of that dispenser. So anyway, that's how it works. So that'll power that, it'll chime, and we'll know something happened, and it'll fire off the dispenser, which will dispense shears to clip the wool, which will be collected in that hopper minecart, which pulls it into these hoppers and into the chests. So we know that works because we've already dropped some stuff in there. I'm going to carry on and keep building this thing. So we'll see you when we make more progress. Okay, we're back, everybody. And I've done a lot of work in the meantime. It's been quite a while, actually, longer than I will admit, because I'm slow and I'm old. And but anyway, what are we doing here? Okay, let's take a look there. So there's our barn. How do you like it? Doesn't look much like a barn yet, but it will. But let's go down there and take a look at what we've got. So I started to trim out the interior just to, so you can see what the thing is going to look like in its finished form. So we've got all the colors. You know, the sad thing is I can't think where we're going to use any of this. Kind of matches our theme, even though this isn't part of his Simply Minecraft series. It probably will be. It should be. It's the actual sheep farm is pretty simple, as you know, we showed you before. The hardest part, as usual for me anyway, is wrangling the mobs to cooperate. There, we just saw that one go off. I don't know if I have the sound off. Let me see if I can turn that up and see if you can hear. It's probably too loud. So you can hear the little ding, the little chimes whenever a whenever it works. It's probably pretty annoying. We may turn that off eventually. We just put a slab on top of the wooden blocks. But it's kind of cool, as long as it's not too loud. Anyway, I don't know if you could hear that or not. I don't know whether the recording picked it up. But anyway, it's chiming. So it's working. I haven't had shears in there for very long. These two I put shears in right away, so they've got quite a bit already, but haven't had shears in the system that long. So let's go see how that's going to work. I've got it completely full of shears too. It took quite a bit of our gold. Well, I mean, we've got plenty of gold. We could probably turn that farm off right now and be good for the rest of our time here. But these chests are going to hold all the shears in the universe. Sorry if you guys can't craft any shears in your own game, because I think I crafted all that's available. But they hold the shears, and then there's as you saw, a minecart elevator that just travels around this track and deposits shears in these hoppers if there's an open spot. And that is powered by this daylight sensor, which is kind of a, so that observer observes the daylight sensor, and whenever the daylight sensor changes state, which I thought it would only happen like once a day, but it changes states a lot for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I don't know how these daylight sensors work. That's my problem. But anyway, it triggers quite a few times during the day. I think it stays quiet during the night. But it powers that repeater, which powers that block and fires off the minecart. It's pretty simple, but it's going to keep them all filled with shears. And the shears last quite a while. I built this already in a different world, and the shears last a long time. In fact, I think I had these 3 chests for every color all the way full, or nearly all the way full, before it even started draining shears out of that chest, before any of the shears broke in these dispensers, and we needed to pull new ones in. But anyway, so this is it, guys. This is the farm. It's pretty awesome, I think. Good job, Logic. And the next step is going to be building the barn around this thing. It's going to be pretty cool looking. I don't even know how long this episode is. This may be the end of this episode. If it is, you'll hear music playing in just a second. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode if we're out of time. If not, we'll see you back here in just a flash. Thanks for watching.